All right, Ty, hello. How's it going? My hair is continuing to be out of control, and I'm still not going to do anything about that. Uh, how's it going? How's your Sunday so far? Thanks for being first. Feel an urge to wiggle. All right. Sure. So what are we doing? So let me say, I've actually been working on the project, this project, Nom Defense, this last week, and I forget if I opened the here. Let me look at issues. Let me look at closed issues. I know we talked about a couple of things on stream. Oh yeah, so that I know we were talking about the whole settings menu and how like you have to like add a bunch of different things. So I had Copilot attempt to do a refactor for that, and it didn't break anything. So I guess we'll find out when I add another setting how much I hate it. And then the big thing, I tried to use Copilot for this. It kept on giving up, I'll say. So we have had a bunch of places where we use the term obstacle to refer to the stuff that you can place into the world, right? The things that you can place into the world and zombies have to maneuver around or destroy. Some of them are like walls that don't attack back, and some of them are like turrets that do, but they're all buildings. So I attempted to rename, here's the pull request. I attempted to rename, and I think I succeeded at renaming every single place. Yeah. So Copilot did a bunch initially, but kept on like missing things and like leaving whole like swaths of things. Not to mention that I didn't even try to get to like do file renames, because it's much easier to go in Godot and rename files, right? So I did like renaming of files, renaming of variables, renaming of functions, updating comments, everything. And some places just remove stuff that's like, we don't need to have code here for documentation because you can just look at the code, right? But mainly that. Also, for some reason, formatting likes to put a space after self before parentheses. I don't know why, but I haven't figured out how to stop it, so I'm just ignoring that kind of weirdness. But yeah, so all the obstacle became building. And I don't think this broke anything. The unit tests all still pass. The game runs. I loaded up the scenario and it works as expected. So I think everything is fine, which is why I merged this yesterday. But yeah, so that was a huge thing to like just have consistency. Actually, that brings up a thing. So leading up to that, I came across this idea recently from domain-driven design called ubiquitous language, and I've started to apply it in places. I'll just say that, and one of those places is in this project. So we have a document called ubiquitous language, and it has like a table of here are the canonical terms for things in this game, and then here's how they're referred to in the code, and here is like what text we might show to the player, and here's things we don't use: victim, target, civilian. I've never used civilian or a victim, but target was the thing that like there was like target.tscn and GD and those things, right? So all that's been renamed to Survivor. So we have survivors and we have enemies, which we call zombies. I guess that's fine. I could be more specific here, but I chose to just be like, okay, they are enemies. And then we have buildings. We have turret as a term for a shooting building. And I guess we're going with that. And then scrap. And then we have player level versus... Yeah, this was a thing that tripped me up. We have scenarios for like the levels of the game. And we have player levels for like you get XP and you level up, right? Anyway, this is seems like a lot of work, but with AI and reviewing it for accuracy, not too bad, not too bad. Anyway, okay, but what are we doing today, right? So, honestly, I guess we should probably fix the issue with the zombies T-pose running everywhere. I've been putting that off for quite a while, so we could work on that. We could do some Blender, some modeling, right? So we have this inspirational art that I generated, and we made a turret kind of inspired from these three. So we could do more modeling. I don't remember exactly. So obviously this is... I'm not sure what these are representing, honestly. Some kind of buff towers, because that was the thing we were doing, to have like you put down a tower and you can get buffs. Brainless, hello, how's it going? Did I? Let's see. So if we don't filter by milestone, if we look for... Yeah, I should fix that bug, but that's not what I'm looking for. I think another thing that we could do now is implement... so we have stuff in the tech tree where you can unlock a thing that makes your clicks more powerful. Those sorts of things. We could do some of that. Implement click-based... no. Tech. Click tech. Implement click tech. There you go. And that will be descriptive enough for me right now, assuming I work on that today. And so that could be a non-Blender thing we could do. Brainless says, all is well, how am I? I'm doing good, doing good. A little late this morning. Also realizing maybe the microphone's not positioned right where it should be anyway. But yeah, last week a lot of things came up, so unfortunately didn't get any of the gaming streams, which I was looking forward to doing some more Alchemy Factory. So maybe this week will be the week. But yeah, I think I've fully gotten over the cold or whatever was going on the week before. Yeah, hopefully, yes. You're currently on that. Nice, nice. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So, can we figure out what's wrong with the zombies? Maybe we can do that. So, okay, what am I looking for? Enemy? Enemy.tscn. So here's a zombie. Thanks to the open game art and whoever, I forget. Let's see, let's go back to open game art. This is gonna make me log in again, isn't it? Hold on one second. I'm not using OpenID, so I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I see. It filled in the OpenID field when I auto-completed. Great, cool, great. Okay, don't fill in that field. Ah, I did it. Okay, I was able to log in. Jeez. I have metals? Apparently I have metals. Oh yeah. Cool. Sure, sure. Here we go. It's these, right? Animate characters 1. Oh, it's a Kenny. Okay, it's from Kenny. Okay. Okay, no comments about issues with the character animation, so it's probably on me. So, we have this animation. This is idle. We have pose, which is just the pose, and then we have run. Okay. So that... idle, run. Any thoughts about why this is like this? Okay, that's that. Manage animations. What is this in here? Imported. Warning, editing imported animation. So I wonder... So I have this animation player. This is coming from... Is there maybe something I need to configure in the animation player? Reset on save, root node, root motion. I don't know what that is. The path to the animation track used for root motion. Paths must be valid scene tree paths to a node and must be specified starting from the parent node of the node that will reproduce the animation. Okay. Oops. Yeah. So it seems like the run animation is set up so that it should be like going from, like what it looks like is what it's doing is it's taking whatever's in pose and then stacking the run movement on top of it, when it should be doing that but with from stop. Deterministic algorithm. What does this do? Nothing. Yeah, root node, root motion. It's a lot of bones. Anyway. Local? No. Auto capture. So if I turn this off, idle, run. Okay, not that. So do we think it's an issue of how I imported things? Or something I've configured here? Okay, I have a thought for something we can Google. So Godot animation player. Probably not the right word, but stacking is the word. Is there a way to stack animations on top of each other? Combine effects by using multiple animation player nodes simultaneously, using animation tree for blending. Is that what I'm missing? We'd like an animation tree. No animation node. The graph is set. Blend tree. Animation player is animation player. Okay. Add node. Animation. Idle. Do I know what I'm doing? No. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't know. Blend 2. Yeah, okay. It's interesting though. I've not really played around with this before. One shot, blend tree, state machine, transition, seek times scale, sub 2, add 2. So what about add instead of blend? Is this what I'm looking for? No. No, it's not. The stop isn't here either, right? There's idle, pose, and run. So there's pose. There's idle. It's not quite the motion I'm looking for. Get out of here. Animation tree. Okay, so imported animation. Adding okay. This animation belongs to an imported scene. Right. So how do we do things? Let's see, is that in is it these? It's not, right? It's the ones from tree tower, spike barricade, radar dish. New turret, humanoid medium. This one, this FBX file. I just open this. Okay. Yeah, import animation. So I wonder, let's open Blender. Remembering where things are. Although I think, yeah, there we go. I have that pinned. Let's see. Maybe I need to do file import FBX. There we go. Humanoid medium. I don't want the cube. How do I do things again? Dope sheet. Were there not animations in the FBX file? There's pose. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on. Let's go back to the to open game art. You can use two animation player nodes at the same time. It's a reference art that we were looking at a while ago. I have too many tabs. There we go. Okay, so idle, jump, and running. So I think those were the separate files. I probably have this downloaded already. Canny anim. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. Let's go look at that. Did I? Oh, I moved all into open game art. That's right. There it is. No, I don't want to open. that is not the correct thing to. Do I have it unzipped already? No. Open with Arc. Yes. Okay, so when we downloaded it, we got the skins, right? So we have our images that we've been using, the model, and the animations. So they were separate files. Okay, that's good, I guess. So that means our run animation here What if I just took this and I dropped it in here? No, not under health. Right there. It's a run. Yeah, just open it anyway. I just want to see what's in here. So there's a skeleton and there's animation player. I think this is what I did when I did all the importing of this before. So we have targeting pose and we have run. There's run. There's targeting pose. Is there... So what did I do? Copy animation to clipboard. Okay. Go back to here. Go to here. Go manage animations. We paste animation to library from clipboard. Okay. Cool. Cool. And we run, and it does that. Interesting. Okay. Oh, we could just load an animation file and add it to library. That would probably be an easier way of doing the thing I just did. In fact, so first of all, run's broken anyway. So okay. Apparently clicking anything inside of this collapses the group, which is not friendly, but okay. Now, if I load animation from file and we go to assets, animations. Oh, it really doesn't like me. Can I probably can't do this, can I? Man, it's really slow. Yeah, sentiment, okay. Great. Super. I guess, let's see, manage animations. Save animation library to resource on disk. Save as. We call this run.res. Yeah, that dialogue, for whatever reason, is very, very slow. Okay, and we go back here. And then I'm going to delete this node. And then we're going to go to Manage Animations. We're going to add this. Some animate... What? Load library? Run res? Oh, okay, that worked. That worked. Okay, cool. So, if we go here, still T-pose. Why? It doesn't like our... Is it the skeleton? That is a pose. Okay, so maybe it's the skeleton. Okay, let's do this again. And then can we take this skeleton? Yep, and then delete that, and delete this, and rename this, and then what is that gonna break? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, well, we have a running skeleton. Let's see, hold on. So stop that. How do I link the... Oh yeah, here we go. Assign skeleton. Oops. It definitely feels like I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, now that's... Hmm. Okay. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So let's recreate the zombie. So what we'll do is we're going to drag... What's interesting, right? So... I'm not seeing it because it's just called humanoid medium. There it is. Great. So humanoid medium is this. General skeleton. See, we want to have editable children here so we can see what's going on. So each of these has a skeleton. Seems problematic for making this all work. What if I... make local? Yeah, let's make all of these local. Effectively, I think that's what I'm doing if I just like copy the nodes and then paste them into here from other things. So why not just do that? Okay, so if I take this and put it inside of this, and then I get rid of this and this, and put this inside of this. Yeah. Interesting. Root idle couldn't resolve. Yeah, so they didn't have different skeletons. It's a problem. So there's a character. There's her character. It's an animation player. Okay, that works. Okay, if I... Okay, can't do that, but if we go to manage animations, load library. I'm excited about the fact that I finally figured out how to make, like, how to take a set of animations and save it into a resource file and be able to load it. Now, if it would work... Okay. It's a problem. Maybe this is not the right approach. Maybe what I need to do is import this all into Blender, sort it out there, and then produce a thing that I'll import. I mean, this is not working, so let's try something else. Okay, so we have things. Let's import more things. We want to import another FBX file. This will be our run. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then run looks like this. Yep. Let's hide this. Huh. Okay. Great. Let's see, the animation goes for 17 frames? 16 frames? Okay, so make that 16. There we go. We can see that running happening. What is this? I mean, clearly it's... Oh, I see. It's interesting. I would think that hiding the root would also have hidden this, but no. Okay, so let's take character medium and move it to... Can I not do that? What is this? Okay. I succeeded in moving it. Great. What if I move it inside of here? No? How does this work? It's a modifier on this, I see. And the modifier is... to bind vertex groups? Okay. Doesn't quite work. Yeah, but that's there's the modifier, and there are these vertex groups. Okay. Animation. Pose. Root. Hold on, let me just take this out. Okay, if I do that, nope. Why is this still here? Oh, and it's gone. Okay. Unlink. Nope. Modifiers. I mean, it's called root, but this is just a name. Just the name. Right? It's this. Find two vertex groups. So we just get rid of this modifier. Okay. What? Wait, wait, wait. Is this just because there's a parent relationship between this and this? So if I click this and then control click this and then control P. Yeah, that does that. Okay. That doesn't help us, but that's why it's displayed in this view this way. There we go. So this has an animation, which is this guy. They both have poses. What if I took... What if I delete... Nope. Okay, what if I did the opposite of what I'm trying to do right now? What if? Okay, first of all, put that all back. Get back in there. We got a lot of undoing to do. Okay, great. So what if I took... let's see. Let's suppose I can just like, okay, now. Copy. Paste. No? No? Okay. If I mentioned I don't know what I'm doing. In case that wasn't obvious. We're just trying things until I have a better sense of like how all the things are connected. I think I should put Blender in the tags for the stream. Maybe. It might be here for a while. Just maybe. Alright. So can I just... Now if I delete anything, it deletes everything, which is weird to me. Don't want to clear. New collection, paste data blocks. Mark as asset. Enables easier reuse to select. Let's see what this does. Mark as asset. It's now an asset. What does that do for us? Asset browser? Hold on. How do we control or right click? Shift. No, not shift drag. Isn't there a way to draw from maybe? Nope, it's not middle. Right just opens this. There used to be a way to like go from, is it Alt? Nope. Control. Nope, that does that, which is kind of nice. Shift doesn't. Okay, I guess I'll vertical split. Okay, that does that. Okay. And then asset browser. Ooh. Unassigned. Oh, and it's gone. Just gone. Okay. I don't know then. I really don't. Okay. How do we... Let's see also. Join right. There we go. So if I'm here and I want to... Oh, here's the things. They're all still here. Get a new action slot for this data block to hold its animation. Okay. And then run. New. So are those there now? Maybe. They do nothing. Root unassigned. What does it mean? So what do we call... Okay, let's delete that channel. So we just have this channel. But I guess it's not associated with... the character? I don't want to do that. Root run. There's root. There's pose. What is... No? Okay. No? Okay, that does something. Yay, it does something. Doesn't seem to be what I want though. Okay. It's in some ways even worse. Even worse. Well, rig models including 4 scans, 3 animations. This is true. This is true. I wonder... Let's try something else really quick. So like let's just delete all the things and import. Let's just import this file. Okay, so this file by itself has some bones, has some animations. Okay. Let's yeah, let's just reset everything. I think there's a mixture of things going on here. So let's import that FBX file again. In fact, let's just go to... Oh, I didn't have it unzipped. Okay, so let's go to this. Okay, so what do we got? We have our animation, we have a pose, and we have all the bones. Now it doesn't like we don't see the bones moving, which seems weird to me. Did I, no, I wouldn't have edited this, like you can see here, modified 2019. Okay, so we haven't changed this file at all. This is what was imported. I should probably pay attention to the import options here. Let's try importing on top. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so if we go... It's interesting. We need to do something to link things together, right? That's what's going on here. This pose. You see that? Okay, I think I'm understanding. Maybe. So maybe what I want to do is I want to just... Yeah, okay, let's start again. Import. FBX. So for this, I don't want to import animation. Right, I just want the geometry. It still imported the bones. But if I delete that, we have this. Okay. Now, import FBX, and we go and grab the animation. Okay. And then I need to parent one of these to the other. Question mark. Obviously that doesn't do anything. If I do run. Okay. So we have running bones. Now make the character follow the bones. And we did it again. Why? Do I need to select something here? Yeah, that does nothing. Invert. Nope. Interesting, interesting. Well, I don't know. In some ways, it feels like we're just like it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. But that's learning for you. Okay. Well. Hmm. So. Let's Google something like what Blender combine model and hold on FBX model and animation files. Use base model first, then import animation, ensuring animation is checked in import settings. Combine FBX model with FBX animations. Do we think? Look at this. Create animated GLTF tag. Okay, possible. Okay. Well, Twitch is gonna want to run ads, so we're gonna take a break here for a couple minutes. I'm gonna stretch my legs, and when we return, more messing around with things until hopefully they work.